Hello, my name is Nioka Lynn. I hope everybody's doing good today. I hope everybody feels good today. I hope everybody's getting still and going within and finding your answers, finding your peace, your safe place, your balance. Yes, indeed. So, I wanted to share something that happened. Um, I got a phone call, and it was from a friend that I've been talking to. And she asked me, she said, "Can you please tell me if you can tell if I'm cursed?" Now, I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing because I remember a time where I felt the same way. And I just want to say this about that. So, as a man thinketh, so is he. Now, if you think you're cursed, you're cursed. And how does that work? Well, I'm sure if you feel like you're cursed, you have strong emotion behind that, which just amplifies your attraction of being cursed. You know, everybody has a filter in which they look out from your perception of things. Now, if you're in a place of trauma, you're going to see things from a victim mentality a lot of times. Um, for instance, if I show you a video of a woman and she's smiling and she's pleasant and she just really seems like a nice lady, and she's being interviewed, and then after I have you watch this video, I ask you, so what do you think about that lady? And you might say, well, I think she's nice, she's sweet, she's this, she's that, all positive. And I say, now what if I told you that right after this video, she went home and she killed her husband and her children? You're going to be like, oh my God. Now I'm going to say, now I want you to watch this video again. You're going to look through a whole different filter. You're going to look at her as, oh my God, this woman killed her husband and her children. Only because I told you so. Mm-hmm. Well, so anyway, back to what I was saying about my friend who asked me if I thought she was cursed. I said, well, I said, why would you think that? She says, well, so and so was angry with me, and her cousin, knows somebody who does that kind of thing. And, it's since then I had a flat tire, this happened, that happened, this. I said, you're looking at it through the filter of you think somebody cursed you. As the man thinketh, so is he. Now, am I saying there is no such thing as curses? I think we curse ourselves. And you curse others, it's spell work. If you curse others by your mouth, you're talking about people or you're talking about yourself. I just recently told a young lady that she shouldn't call her sister the name of a female dog. For my Bible readers, the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he, and the power of life and death is in the tongue. Yeah. So I told her, I said, well, if in fact you think that's even possible, because I know what I've been taught is that every thought that man has ever thought exists. There's a lot of things out there that exist, but it doesn't have to become part of your existence, your everyday reality. So I said to her, I said, well, if in fact you think this is a possible thing, then you would ask yourself, well, how could that not hurt me? Now, some folks, and I'm not making fun, because I was this person that wore all kind of crystals all over me and sprinkled stuff all over my house and burned things all over my house. And okay, oh, that's fine. I do love crystals. I love the vibration they give. I think it's like just enhancers. I don't feel like they're my protection. But if you do, that's fine. But what if all that's gone? What if the crystals were gone and you didn't have all kind of stuff hanging on your neck and things in your house and things over doorways? And I remember growing up seeing scissors over doorways, and I was like, why is that there? You know? So, but people have strong beliefs in these things. And my question is, what happens if it's all gone? What's going to protect you? Your light is going to protect you. Yeah. At your core vibration, all wonderful things flow to you effortlessly. It's only the fear-based beliefs that block them. So, in this case, what could be the fear-based belief that would be blocking her light? The thought of her being cursed? Yeah. So examine yourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. I love that. I do a lot of that. Examine yourselves. Ask yourself, do I have a fear-based belief that's blocking my blessings? Am I in a position to be cursed? I was taught in my earlier years, going through, I guess you could say, religious teachings, that if you lower yourself to a certain level, so say, for instance, somebody comes at you and they hurt you or they threaten you or they want to fight you or whatever, and you retaliate, or if somebody has done you dirty and you say, yeah, I'll show them, I'm going to get them back. So you do something not so nice and underhanded to get them back. Yeah, I was that person when I was very young. Yeah, I was. So there's just so many things that you can do to block your blessings. Are you falling on that lower level? Are you reacting to something? I had something happen to me last year that was devastating for me. It threw me off. It threw me off my course, I guess you could say, because I wasn't understanding why it was showing up. And after I went through this thing, I kept questioning myself. I'm like, how did I attract this? What happened? Something's not right. How did I attract this? I thought I was beyond this. I thought I was, gotten past this. And I kept hearing God say, "Who are you? Who are you?" And I thought, maybe I forgot. Maybe something's wrong. Did I fall to that level again? Oh my God. So just here lately, what I was reminded of was, every level you're on, you're tested before you go to the next level. Yeah. So all it basically was to see if I was going to remember my self-worth. And I did. And I passed that level. And yes, so who are you? Who are you today? Do you know who you are? Are you vibrating on that higher level? Do you have peace in your heart? Do you have joy in your heart? Are you afraid to be alone? Are you afraid of your alone time? That's my favorite time. Yes, that's when I can get still and sit at the feet, if you will, go within. Yeah. So I just want to say, on the flip side, if anybody does something to you and you're talking ill about them, I was that person, and you know what? Sometimes I'm guilty and I find my mouth running and I say, let me stop. So if you are that person that's speaking ill over somebody or judging somebody, or if you're that person trying to cast spells or curses on anybody, anything like that, any ill intention, anything, the universal law for my Bible readers, what you sow, you reap. You reap what you sow. What you put out, you get back. If you're trying to have ill-intended thoughts or actions towards anybody, Some people call it karma. Karma is an action word. It just basically means what you put out, you get back. I would think you should think about this. You're not hurting anybody by your actions or your words more than you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. It's going on that ride round and round and round and round, and every time something happens and you feel like you have to punish somebody or say something about somebody, you're paying the little quarters in for that another ride round and round and round, round and round and round. That's karma. What you put out, you get back. It's a form of control. These curses, speaking ill. And what is control? Does anybody want to be controlled? Nobody wants to be controlled. No. Nobody I know anyway. I like my freedom. I like feeling free. I know that God makes me feel free. God makes me feel empowered. And I can get up every day and feel good. Yes. I can feel good knowing that yes, I follow the instructions. And I've been doing this for a while now, and I'm loving it. Let me share something with you. So, 2 days after I got home from my surgical rehab, I got my shower. I was on a walker, and I got my shower, and I got dressed, made my bed, and by the time I made it out into the living room to my sofa, I was exhausted, and I was in pain. And I had stopped the very strong painkillers because I didn't want to get addicted. So I took a little ibuprofen and I sat on the sofa. And I remember feeling so pleased with myself, being home from the rehab because I did not enjoy the rehab. I was so pleased that I could be in my home, and I was so thankful and grateful for my home and everything in my home, and that I was able to do all the things that I did. So I just sat there and I put my head back to relax. And to my left side, I heard like somebody in a tunnel, or if you're familiar with what a synthesizer is, it was like a synthesizer voice coming from my left side. And a voice was singing to me. Now, some people might think that's odd. It's kind of a normal occurrence for me. And the song that was sung was this. Do you see you like I see you? How magnificent you are. Yes, you came from the stars. You are the light of all that is. And yes, you came here to share your gifts, full of power, made of love. Oh, do you see you? You're the extension of Holy God, Prime Creator, Spirit of Love, the mighty source of all that is, of all that is. Yes, the mighty one. Beautiful soul, shine your light. You are a beacon in the darkest night. Share your love near and far. For my darling, it's who you are. So do you see you like I see you? How magnificent you are. Yes, you came from the stars. You are the light of all that is. And yes, you came here to share your gifts, full of power, made of love. Oh, do you see you? So I sat there and I was just so tickled, and I kept writing things down, and I cried. I was just so grateful. God's blessed me tremendously throughout with my life with things that I'll treasure for eternity. My children, my grandchildren. I've got 2 great grandsons, beautiful little boys, that I had the pleasure of spending 2 weeks with one of them, and my beautiful granddaughter. Yes. So do you see you? Do you see your light? Do you know who you are? You're a beautiful extension of God, the mighty source of all that is. He thought you were so wonderful that he thought that he needed one of you too to experience, to expand. Yeah. Stand in your light. Don't worry about spells, curses, all this stuff. Don't pay that no mind. Where's your focus at? Focus on the beautiful things. Yeah. Don't worry about all that stuff. Stand in your light. You don't need anything to protect you except your light. God give you that light. God is that light in you. My name's Nioka Lynn. I'm asking you to stand in your light. Let's raise the vibration. Namaste.